the things that is really frustrating about playing against SK if you fall behind is they've got a lot of veteran players with a ton of experience, especially in playing strong side lane comps. So while normally you could kind of bet so many rosters that I just don't.
Sight is the key to victory. Also strong.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
Hate this dancing part.
Braum is on the job. You can always trust Braum. Not so bad. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. Better on me. When going gets tough, you call Braum. It is easy, see? Even heaviest door can be opened. Life is good, no? Mother always said, don't lose.
I want you die.
Like they hurt. Let us go. Strike like rat. If you have problem, you come to me first. You are safe with Braum. Today we fight each other. Tomorrow we may fight together. Back I go. Sometimes icy heart just needs warm smile. I wonder what's around next corner.
First blood.
No time for worrying. Bram is on the job. You can always trust Brom. The darker the night, brighter the stars.
I won't.
Even the heaviest doors are open. Life is good, no?
An enemy has been slain.
Mother always said, don't lose. Move like they hurt. Fight like Bram. Let us go. Time for a snack. No sneaking up on Brom this time. If you have problem, you come to me first.
You have slain an enemy. An enemy has been slain.
You are safe.
An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
Turning. Sometimes icy heart just needs warm smile. can always trust Brom. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. Life is good, huh?
An enemy has been slain.
These shoes, they are too tight.
Glitter bomb.
Mother always said, don't lose. Sometimes battle is unavoidable.
Rampage. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Move like this. Let us go. If you have problems, you come to me first.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Shut down.
My shield is here for you. You are safe with Brom.
Shut down.
Sometimes icy heart just
Unstoppable.
needs warm smile. Back I go. I wonder what's around next corner. First we fight, then we eat. No time for worrying. Not so bad. Bram is on the job.
Was that your best?
Dominating.
See? That wasn't so bad.
Enemy has been slain.
You can always trust bro. The darker the
Team
night,
has destroyed a
brighter
turret.
the stars. Even the heaviest door can be opened. It is easy, see? Fight like smile.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I wonder what's around next corner.
Has destroyed a turret.
My shield is here. Ground is on the
Your
job.
team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret. Enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. A summoner has disconnected.
I think it's likely to happen.
I wonder, looking for a pick onto Lot here. He just gets legs chopped off by the Rumble slow. He's not able to actually get onto him whatsoever. Interesting enough, he went the Ionian boots. I was thinking maybe he'd look to go the Merc Threads or the Swifties even, just for the Rumble slow. But even without that, just with the face rush, he's been completely fine against this Rumble. And now at level 16 and team fights, so difficult to imagine any world where Giant X can actually win.
Uh-oh.
He's fine.
You can see, though, that Jackie's has learned. He immediately started
Yeah.
running.
He's not fighting anymore. He's not trading back. That's for sure.
I think you just got to trade waves and really be content with that. Because again, you highlighted it. If leader is strong enough that he's allowed to lifesteal off of
Executes the dream for Sivir in the bot lane, and they executed that perfectly.
Exactly, because our main criticism was like, what can they do outside of Village? Well, now they're showing, because the Sivir yesterday, when they needed him the most, he did pop off, albeit the comp was great for him. He had everything he needed to do a front to back, but he dished out incredible damage. The Sivir got to 7 items, and it felt like, you know, everyone's peak fantasy when they play Sivir to just have the bounces go back and forth.
And I think that this game today is super important as well, because you see their schedule ahead of them. I mean, of course, LR has already beaten the two teams that they're going to be going up against, and it brings into question how strong G2 and Koi is right now. But Na'Vi, in terms of their schedule, LR looks like the easiest opponent, and if they can get this win today, it puts them in that 6-win category, puts them in a very strong position to lock one of those top 8 spots for playoffs.
Final question for me though, how do they beat the Rats? Because I keep on seeing a lot of comments on social media, how does Velia keep on getting away with the Mondo, things like this. What is the strategy for them today, for Na'Vi, to take down these Lost Red Zones? Because they are
think
hungry.
Holding on to that early game advantage is very important. We've seen teams get it, but then they lose it. And I think that experience difference is something they have to be very cautious of, because when you've got a lot of young players going up against Nemesis, Reckless, and Crowny, that experience difference can be the difference maker in the winner of this game.
I think you're taking it a bit too far, Vedi. You're complicating things because
Oh.
they're rats after all, right? And I feel like the social media manager got it right. You just set up traps.
My
at
bad.
in-him.
You're right. My
I
bad.
mean, those
But-
traps are for Bouncy Proxy, you know? it is always going to go back to Bouncy. Is he going to have a great game, or is he going to get caught in the rat poison?
Well, let's see if Navi has something to tell us ahead of the game, as Genie is standing on stage with Samdi. Take it away, my dear.
Samdi, we are finally going to give you the flowers that you very much deserve because you've been playing so well, and yesterday we had to pivot a little bit, didn't give a chance to get the interview. So here the interview is. Can you let us know what your keys to success has been in these last couple of days?
We play good. Kid playoff. I want to go playoff.
Okay. Well, to get to playoffs, you have to beat Los Ratones. They are 4-0 so far. You know, they've been winning game after game after game. Well, how do you think that's going to go?
I think we're gonna win.
All right, thank you so much. And with that, we're ready to head over to our caster. So guys, take it away.
Samdi, effective.
Thinks he's gonna win.
Thinks he's gonna win.
Does not think he's gonna lose.
Does not think he's gonna lose. Kills.
Does not think he's
playoffs.
gonna tie either.
Well, it's impressive because, you know,
Could always tie.
could always tie. It's never happened in the history of League as far as I know. But today, again, we're in the
Maybe
LE
last game was
the
kind of
L-
like a tie.
The LE it wasn't, not as far as the scoreboard is concerned. The LEC versus timeline is a weird one.
Yeah. I mean, now as the Los Ratones resident caster expert, since I broke down their game today on my stream,
Okay.
I would say that the bans that I believe Vitality should be doing here is Sion, Dr. Mundo, and then either Caitlyn or Ryze.
I think those are all really fair call-outs.
But I did meet Velia, and he said he thinks they're not going to ban Mundo, so maybe he knows something I don't. Let's see if they ban it. Sion,
Well, they banned
first
Sion.
ban.
We can't see it on screen yet.
Yeah, we have proprietary information here.
We'll wait so we can all experience the draft
What?
together.
They banned. Oh, sorry, I
All right, here we go. And Sion and Vars are banned. Okay, we're all caught up now. We're all at the same point in the draft.
Yeah, let's see. No, no ban.
Okay.
Hey, okay, that's
All
2
right.
out of 3. Let's see if
All
they
right.
follow the formula. Ryze or Caitlyn is the third ban that I believe, if you want to beat Los Ratones, you should ban Ryze or Caitlyn on 3 here. Let's do a Los Ratones ban. Ban Oriana. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. I would have felt like that would have been a nice pick for them. I guess they don't want to give to Kobe. It is an incredibly comfortable pick for Kobe as well. Final ban here for Navi.
I think it's going to be Caitlyn Ryze. I think it's going to be Ryze. Oh, wait, it's a Nivea.
Okay.
That means Ryze first pick. That's my prediction now for Navi. Because banning that Anivia, Nemesis had an absolute fantastic game up against Caps on the Ryze, and it's a really good matchup for the Anivia as well. Now the question is if LR wants to ban the Ryze or if Nemesis has something else that he's comfortable into it. With the fact that they've taken away the Orianna as well, maybe Nemesis wants to ban it out, but they ban out the Azir instead, actually. Yeah. So I'm assuming here it's going to be a Navi Ryze first pick. And then that also sets up Relech really well for his kind of more creative jungle picks. As typically, whenever you have a mid-jungle duo, you want either the mid laner or the jungler to have setup. So when Ryze has that root, that means that Relech can play champions that can capitalize on that, and he doesn't play champions that actually set up their mid laner.
Relech was here yesterday. He had to listen to me talk about the hate Wukong. We'll see if it stuck with him. As
True. Maybe he picks Wukong now to spite. As Crowny goes for the Caitlyn that he's had so much success on. Maybe Reckless will look for the Nami as well, second rotation. I mean, it's been a classic bot lane that they've been looking for. And Crowny's had a lot of success on this champion. It's been kind of their one power pick that they really had some good bot lanes on and really was able to actually bully lane. So when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that Reckless wants to go for this bronze paired up with the Nami. I think also a pick that Los Ratones were able to win on up against already, and a pick that serves a similar purpose as Mundo, not quite as tanky, but does have that invulnerability in one direction. Use that E, so still has a lot of tankiness in that respect, and also has that global that can be also powerful.
And now the debate coming in from Navi, really taking their time on it.
Looks like it's going to be a Jhin after for Samdi. So Jhin, kind of a lane neutralizer includes Caitlyn. The goal is to just kind of clear waves, and then later on in the game you can outrange her with the W and the ultimate. But not really too exciting if you're a Samdi fan. Nothing that'll be too flashy. It's more about setting up his team and setting up his other carries. But I'm really looking for a spicy pick here for Relech. But I think that the Rumble makes a ton of sense. Rumble Jhin, just an old tried and tested.
Really classic pairing. Caitlyn obviously has the 90 caliber net, but it's not really instantaneous mobility, so if you find a good angle, if you find a route, it's pretty easy to make a lot of those fights. See if Los Ratones are able to find a carry for mid lane with a little bit more mobility, because again, any immobile change into this Rumble and live gonna feel really tough. They're gonna pick the Cassante.
mean, this is a rare Cassandra from Bausi here. Not a big fan of the chat normally. He was always kind of a Cassandra hater and didn't really want to pick it up. But he did play it, I think, a few games in ERL. And yeah, he's willing to pick it out today. It is a great matchup into the Rumble, as it's able to actually survive Rumble's malevolence in the early laning phase. It's fire. It's fire. It's burn.
I like that. Okay, so second ban. Look, this is. I will say that I really like what Los put together. I'm sad we have again, but the context of the players is going to keep it interesting. You see the Braum banned away.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Braum Nico. That's what I'm thinking of Navi. Braum is just a great pairing with the Caitlyn if you're going to go for an engage support. And then Nico provides a really good laning phase with the Caitlyn while also giving you that later on game engage. And I think it's one of Reckless's best champions. So being able to take that away, maybe Reckless will go for the Navi altogether. He's feeling a little bit frisky. As the Nautilus ban last here from LR, just an answer of the Braum ban. We'll see what Navi decides to ban last. Navi and Nico is my prediction.
Nautilus ban, obviously knowing when the depth charge is going to hit makes it really easy to get the Jhin and Rumble follow-up. Rumble's going to be one final ban from the side of Navi.
They're taking their time with it. They're not sure themselves what's going on here. It's actually going to be Aliyah. They decide not to ban support whatsoever and give Reckless whatever he wants and target Nemesis even further. So many mid laners back in this game. Azir, Orianna, Talia. Could even argue Kiana is a mid laner, but these days. And a lot of picks here out from Nemesis's pool. We'll see what he ends up going for.
And I like the Talia banding, particularly the Talia Pantheon combo. You don't want to give them any simple outs. And Aurelion Soul.
Ooh, I like this. I like it a lot.
It's a scaling option. Look, a lot of Wolf's biggest success cases have been these later games. Aurelion Soul, a champion who scales incredibly as you go later and later in the game against a Jhin.
Yep.
This is going to feel fantastic because if you ever hit with that black hole, he just cannot play the game.
Oh, the Jace there, though, is really, really good. There's not a whole lot of engage on the side of Navi's comp. So if they have the Jace and the Bard just poke them out, it's so difficult for them to play. We'll see what they pair it up with. The only thing is they don't have much front line for the side of Navi if they decide to go for the Jace here. So maybe Relish wants to opt for a Bruiser instead. They could decide to kind of build an Exodia poke up to make Aurelion Soul's life miserable here, but I want to bring it back a little bit to the A-Salt. We saw Humanoid with a really good game on it, and Leader with a not so great game on it. It's going to be Xin Sao locked in here for Reletch. Not the most exciting pick. Pretty standard jungler. Just wants to provide a little bit frontline for his team. A Bruiser that can fight and not do much more than that. But to bring it back to the A-Salt once again.
Okay.
I think if there's one player that I really trust to play this scaling mage and to get into the late game no matter what, it's really Nemesis. I think he's been such a pillar for this team, has been such a key to their success. And then Karma for Reckless. I mean, it's another comfort for him. Caitlyn Karma, great laning phase. I think Los got a lot of the pieces that they were really looking for here. Maybe likewise for Navi, with Kairos on the Bard. Realize and Sao. We'll have to see.
We'll have to keep track of it. Karma coming in, giving that extra movement speed from the Mantra E. The Defiance does mean it's a little harder to connect some of these key abilities like the Bard ultimate. See if this Caitlyn Karma can take over bot lane or if this will have the intended effect as a neutralizer. Either way, a bit of a different one here. Boss, Asante, not something we really expected to see from him ever. His first game in LEC, but not his first game. I've pulled it out a few times before. See how comfortable he is. Kind of the most iconic top lane matchup we have.
That's true, yeah.
Not the most exciting, but, you know, the most played.
Yeah.
It's safe to say.
But you know what they say, if you want an unpredictable game, you need to have a predictable draft. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what you said last game, and you're committed to making it a thing. So
yeah, I believe that will be a saying, as we say.
Here we go. Los Chacones already on a historic run. Will it continue? Are we going to get the You Are Here 4-4 into 5-4 into 6-4 into 7-4? Will they take down every single opponent, or can Navi be the one to slow down the momentum of these drafts? That's the question on our mind as we get into our third game of the day here.
Schalke no fear, the miracle run maybe never left us after all, as Los Ratones are looking to make it 5. With Caitlyn back on the board for Crownie, A great scaling nade for a Relic Soul. And a pause. As is tradition. There's been a lot of pauses in the Lost Tones games.
Nap time, guys. Nap time. Boss is nap time.
Okay, so when Faker does it, it's aura and cool. And when Boss does it, it's nap time.
Well, I didn't see him start the process. He just immediately. We came out and he was like this.
I like how he's like.
He might be.
It's like he's like intensely thinking right now. Like, oh, I didn't like that trade. And he's like visualizing.
He's visualizing, yes.
Visualizing a good death.
Hassan.
A good death.
Breck was also visualizing.
Yeah, they're all visualizing.
Anyone else with the hands? Anyone else? They're all locking in. From us.
Yeah,
The pros are doing whatever. I'm just saying, you gotta have the nap tracker.
A nap tracker, yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying. There are indicators that Los Ratones might be a little bit eepy heading into this game.
They did play late, 2 games in a row now, both against Koi and against
Now
the
early.
last match of the day, and now early.
They're up against it.
So if they lose, they can blame schedule.
Yep.
And there you go.
There you go, sure. Yep. Throw somebody somewhere under the bus, Jack. Just do it. You don't care who's got to get taken out for you to be funny, huh? Just take anybody? No.
The game is resuming.
We're resuming. Nap time over. Thank you all. You took a bathroom
Lock it in.
break. Hopefully you made it back in time, and we're ready.
The pace will increase as Crowny and Reckless looking to get control of this bot side river here. They get control of the bot bush. Reckless Paris.
Rolling the R's is
Paris
doesn't get on the Somdi, though.
5 gold plus 10.
All right, you're gonna have to take a breath. All right? You need to just a little bit. It's nothing.
Just get some mini. 20 gold. 40 gold, man.
He's dominating the 1v1. There's no coming back. Oh, Reckless focus on. Ooh, okay, that was not. That's not a great one. Okay,
Yeah.
so Summoner spell missing. Of course, Barrier relatively low cooldown.
I mean, Crowny's defense goes back.
One shot, nice poke.
That's how it's going. Okay, a lot of trades here. Somebody decides to pump the barrier as well. He's gonna look to get that full shot. Ooh, gets it and the Q.
That is a fantastic level 1 for Navi thus far.
Yeah, great trade from Navi here. Paris continuing to land the Qs and Sandy saves the space.
It's the flash out as well.
A lot of stuff
down.
Crucially though, we kind of talked about this at all. Velia has split the map both sides, and I do believe that Navi have no idea. They haven't picked anything. And Velia will walk behind them here. No flash onto Paris.
This is important. If this gank is successful, none of those early trades really matter. But if it's not, it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, Velia level 3 here, looking for something.
Crowny no flash. Luckily for the side of Navi, Somdi does still have his flash. Relash from the bot side. Realizes he has his on the left. Might start to wander in. He likes his chances in a 1v1 decently. And they've also got push in the mid lane courtesy of Poby. So Chaos, averted for the Navi bot lane. Relash moving in is just going to make it that much harder for Velia. I imagine he just goes back to his top side. He will spot the red buff being taken.
Might be a crisis for Velia here as he has to drop the red buff. Crowny already basing. He might have to drop his full bot side here. He just heads up to his own top side. I do believe this is quite favorable for Navi, as Relash is going to be able to take 1 quadrant of Velia's jungle camps, but the real loser of this is really Lost Ratones bot lane, as they wanted to have a split map here, pressure this Jin and Bard, but they were the ones who took the bad trades, who got pushed in. Crowny had to base early, pick up a call.
At least he can afford the coal. Was able to grab enough CS. Doesn't feel too bad as long as he's able to now sit a little bit more comfortably with some extra healing, some extra gold income. Is Relash. Not sure if he was spotted going over the wall by that ward again. We could be looking at a dive situation again. Crowny, no flash.
No flash, but it's very healthy though. So unless they get a crazy good trade here, they should be completely fine. But it's really not the start that you're looking for.
An enemy has been slain.
that KCB have overextended a bit. They don't really have the...
And go into best of 3s and best of 5s, how it develops. But I do think that they kind of finally found a winning formula. Now it's been the Caitlyn and the Mundo that I feel like has been the two really rock-solid picks for Velia and Crowny. Now Velia off the Mundo, on the Pantheon. Not off to the greatest start, as Relaj is continuing to pressure in, looking for an invade here on the Raptors. Wow,
Very confident. Nemesis moving in. Nemesis level 6. Are they going to follow up here? That's the ulti down. 5 extra stacks for Nemesis. A little bit more damage too. Nemesis relatively low, but Reckless on the way in. Relach able to flash away. Velia's still chasing. Wants to finish off this kill on the Paris. Paris
has no flash.
No portal. Looking to sidestep here. Looks like Loki turning to already get the first kill. Nice sidestep from Paris. He's living for far too long, and they're going to get one back in return.
A great sidestep by Paris there. Buys him a little bit more time to secure the 1-for-1. As Velia is still level 4. Relach about to hit level 6. And Bobby flashing forward. Forces the flash from Nemesis. Patience. Both sides here so tense, so back and forth. Relach picking up his both grab here. Flashing off for the proxy. Let's see if there's a rat trap laid out for him. Bobby here. Rat trap covered. Might drop
Running. Resetting. Hobie has spotted him.
and he did.
Working towards that good death. Equalizer, I don't know if he needed that, but trying to make sure. Who are they going to give the money to?
Well,
Also stopping it up with the major. Q3. Okay! If he didn't wander too close to Hobie there, he was cooking something.
I do wonder if he could hunt on the left side. Maybe he could have tried to trade 1-for-1 or at least force the main flash. Velia, while all of this is happening, up into the enemy red buff. And he's stealing this red buff away from Relach.
This is a crazy play, but he's not spotted, so it'll work out.
Yeah.
Boss going down, definitely not ideal on the top side of the map, but it does mean Hobie has to spend a little bit of time away from mid lane. Still though, 2 kills from 600 gold lead in the 1v1 matchup.
Very now able to get that red buff and the Krugs away from Relach, finally getting himself a little bit back in the game. He was really far down in XP after the early game invade. Now he's pretty much equal with Relach, so a huge win for Lost Tones.
And it doesn't look like he was spotted by that ward that just expired either, so may get a little bit of extra time if Relach wanders to the top side, expecting them to be there. Return to the table. Okay, level 6 there for Crowny. Unfortunate base kind of he gets pull on the first stage. That's the pickaxe.
First, yeah. Like, I had this discussion today on my stream where I was drinking.
Okay, calm down. Just say the fact that you say it under your breath is weird. You scream, it's fine. It's a conversation you have.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Okay, but I don't think IE first is a good item, just because in general the way IE is designed is it's meant as a later game item, and whenever it's purchased as a first item, Riot nerfs it because they want it to be a scaling item. Why is it a scaling item? Because the more crit you have, the more value Infinity Edge gives you, and it has very expensive components that are not so strong. But I do agree with that creating like component matching, that's very nice. It's just you buy a ton of components before you buy a full item, and I think that's a great idea to do on Caitlyn. So I would like it to just sit on the pickaxe, sit on the BF sword, but then I think you can transition into the Stormracer rather than into the Infinity Edge, and then you can pick up the Infinity Edge second. You have a much better first item spike.
Stormrazor, nice for both these AD carries too. That extra bit of movement speed makes it a lot easier to win out on these short trades. Make a ton of sense, but we'll see if that is the option or if he wants to go IE first one more time. Does now have the BF sword and the pickaxe. Cole also stacking away, so Crowny building up a goal lead for himself. 10 CS advantage plus the Cole.
Yeah, I mean,
only going to continue to grow.
We kind of stopped watching bot lane too much as things were happening around mid and top, but while that happened, even after the shaky level 1, it's been a plate going over for Lost Ratones, and Crowny building up a little bit of a CS lead, as you said, which has been really nice for them. Alongside Reckless having that really good lead as well. So, good early game thus far for Lost Ratones. Usually, Relapse is able to pick up the first dragon. One of the things that I feel like Lost Ratones have been really good at is stacking those drakes. So it's really good for Relapse to deny that. And then 2 minutes now for the Mountain Dragon, and that'll definitely be the top priority for them.
And I gotta say, the evolution of what has been a team that could not make it through the laning phase to a team that's pretty comfortably handling this laning phase. Still slightly in favor of Navi, and I mentioned like as soon as we're about to see some action on the top side, he works back from Boss into the immediate flash. Doesn't mean he'll make it out, but kind of rough to lose the sum there.
Boss forced to use the flash. Good lane gank from Real Edge to force it. Now both top and jungle look at the base. Lost Retones in return, trying to get control of the bot side. They know that enemy jungler is top side.
Yeah, this is the nice thing about having kind of the innate advantage of bot lane so far. The second team, you know, was so aggressive, stepped so far forward.
Keep trying to stack up these individual leads. As Crowny needs 3 more minions to cash in that call, continue growing that gold lead. Here.
Oh, they might still go in. Okay.
So he has the power of confidence.
That's an important power to have. Top lane match is still Cassante versus Rumble, no matter what the nameplates say. So you know, still chill.
Actually, we might have a fight group. So.
Hold on.
Oh.
I do think so. Okay. Thank you for that.
Because what I was gonna say is, don't you think that Rumble kind of promotes technological misuse, like misuse? Because
Yeah.
he's constantly promoting you to overheat. But if you overheat your technology, power is missed.
Still break. That's very true.
If you overheat your technology, it's not gonna work better. It's gonna break, or even harm could happen. You shouldn't do that.
It's true.
So maybe whoever designed Rumble should think about that.
Yeah, but it also represents the portion of the audience that can't afford to pay for liquid cooling. You know, you gotta have that representation. Sometimes
Yeah.
when you're trying to run Cyberpunk or whatever the heck, or whatever the modern version of right it sounds like an airplane.
I think Cyberpunk is the canon.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, Rumble's out there representing the
Rumble works better. Works better.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that if I was going to hit you with a piece of metal or a piece of metal that was overheated, one of them would probably hurt.
Okay. Yeah. Probably both would hurt though.
Probably both would hurt.
Okay, we got a Drake fight here. Lost Return starting it up.
Sky's Descent is there for Nemesis. They're just going to turn immediately onto Poby, force the flash out from him, and now turning right back to the objective. 2K, objective now getting lower. Nice initial equalize to kick things off. Turn call coming out. Ulti goes in from Nemesis, so they find the slows, and ultimately the Drake going to Navi, but it's Bousy on the flank. Hoping to isolate Manger, but everyone's just taking the portal through. Boss now unstoppable, 3-man forward, ult across the entire team. The knockup is there. The Pathmaker hits into 2. It's big. Velia now with the follow-up, and the Rumble's going to drop in the meantime. Los Retones lose the Drake, but they managed to trade 1-for-1 on the escape.
And Balsi goes 1 versus 4 and gets all the flashes crucially from Na'Vi here. So even though it's the Drake going over to Na'Vi, it was 5 flashes burned from all of their members, and none of the Los Retones members ended up using the flash. However, the fight starts off here as Baus is really isolated, which is what allows Na'Vi to immediately pull the trigger. You see Baus on top of your screen here clearing this wave, and that means that Na'Vi has all the pressure, all the time. They need to actually secure the Drake, and then by the time Baus is here, the Drake's already gone. Mainter flashes out, but he's still able to force so many sums. So even though this is a 1-for-1, it's a very, very good play from Baus here as it forces flash from Jin, flash from Bard, making sure that no members of Na'Vi have flash on this Herald.
That's pretty big. Will not take the Herald fight is the question. Because the Drake stacking up Infernal Drake as well with the Jin Rumble beam. That's just pretty fantastic. Something we do have to check back in on. You called attention to earlier. Component maxing for Crowny is not the name of the game. He has mid up against the Storm Raiders now with these for zombies. It seems like it just pays off.
Might be a little bit of trouble here. Has the flash. Enough, though. Just the Bard still has to burn the flash. Really good play from Baron there. Well, looking for his proxy, but it's about depth, I'm afraid. He does get the wave, but I don't think he'll get much more than that.
Oh, it's going to be deleting the wave. Aftershock not enough to keep him standing.
Yeah, I need a sign.
That one not hasn't finished an item either. Really wants the ice form, but
yeah, he's component maxing this game. You know, Cassandra makes a lot of sense because the
game falling apart a little bit. Crownie's still the big one here. The BF fully stacks the Cole.
Best friends. Friends. Fuck you. No, like that. What do you do? He only like. Okay. All right.
Shot
Herald for Navi.
Wow, Herald for Navi.
Reckless with fair play on the Kobe. Is
There.
no longer got Kobe.
Only has Rylai.
Not a whole lot of damage on this dragon.
It's 3 stacks. That's 3 stacks. And again, this is the struggle. We saw this same build humanoid yesterday. Rylai's been very common. Obviously just so fantastic with the breath of light, but the downside is, yeah, you need a few more items and a few more stacks before you're really going to start to hurt.
Yeah. Oh, Paris is looking here. Nemesis has no flash. He might be in trouble.
This is flying out already, but they're right on top of him. The ulti. Oh no!
He threw that fast!
Oh, I didn't do the math!
Okay, to be fair, it's so hard when they're like flat, when their hitbox is elevated. Or the hitbox is changed, but their model is elevated. So I don't blame Paris for that one. I blame Right Game.
No, that was a no. Yeah, come on.
I mean, it's hard. Okay, but when I was looking, they played one of Navi, kept most of these Oh, that's the same thing, right? Because the model is going up in height, but the hitbox is staying the same. So if you put the trap where it's model in, the same, equal flash.
But the Bartle is really big.
Bartle is much bigger. That is quite a bigger.
Very much larger.
Okay, yeah, you're right about that.
Regardless, Nemesis is happy to escape with his life, even though he is flashless. Paris, unfortunately, burns the ult, but it doesn't matter too much. Navi holding onto their gold lead. The entirety of their gold lead, though, again, is really in main turn. A little bit of Kobe. So looking
Drake?
ahead.
Infernal Drake in 30 seconds. That's a big one. That's really big.
Let's look at the sound. We got push in mid. Seems to be favoring Zombie for right now. Brownie finally going to walk up into the window.
And a lot of traps around this mid lane.
Okay, they're going even on that. Bot lane is the big fish fight where Navi has committed more members to further. Try to get it. Looks nice for the previous fight. Didn't really work out for them, even if they were able to trade 1-1. They did get the trade.
Look at the test here through Nemesis, although he wants the base here and TP back. Maybe has that second item completed already.
Blackfire Torch.
Just has a number one. Relay puts down the Herald here. They have full control around this mid lane.
Stacking well at the very least is getting a little cheeky, trying to just take this Drake.
Starting off the Drake rather, with Valk moving in from mid lane.
TP there. Ulti from Paris buys a bit more time as Nemesis is off on the flank onto Zombie, has the fully activated ult stacked up and available to go. Stun going down onto main. In the meantime, the Drake has already fallen. Navi got what they wanted, and now Nemesis has to be fancy with the footwork here as the curtain call is there. One more shot, nice side step backwards, but the Realm Morph coming in as well, and he's got nowhere to go. W flash over the wall into Boss. Triple kill for Poby. Navi dominating.
It's a disaster for Lost Retones as Navi gets the third Drake. They're gonna get the mid tower. Nemesis, Velia, Baus all end up falling. And Nemesis tried to find an angle onto Samdi, but he just didn't have the damage, and Samdi was able to escape. And with that, Reledge stole the Drake as well, and everything has come crumbling around the Rats.
You look at the start here, positioning good, but Paris crucially buys a bit more time. Really well-timed use of the binding as well.
Yeah, Reledge able to pick up the smite there, and then Samdi tips the flash away, open up the curtain, shoot down Baus and Nemesis both. And with the Realm Morph behind, there's no escape for neither Baus or Nemesis. And the game is slipping out of their grasp. But if there's one thing the Rats are good at, it is a comeback. But with 3 Drakes going for the side of Navi, they have a really clear win condition in 3 minutes, 40 seconds.
The chance for Los Ratones. 3-minute, 40-second montage to stack as much as you can to get as much money as you can to be ready for an inevitable fight. Maybe they feel like they could concede Soul and outscale here, but it just doesn't seem likely.
Soul, Eternal Soul especially, in Rise, Rumble.
So let's
actually too much damage in these team fights.
Aceito-me então.
Brownie gets some decent damage on the reload. Really gonna mount him up, I believe. Reload up.
3 minutes. This is when we expect the game to be a little more chill. It is hard for most opponents to find picks on these side lanes without support of Velia's ult.
Yeah.
It's really tricky because you can see Paris. While Karma can offer a lot of utility with the monster shield, etc., and can be more lane dominant, at this point in the game, Bard is just so mobile, especially with the Dead Man's Plate. Can really just be anywhere.
Yeah, and I want to give credit to Navi this game because the way they draft.
Enemy rampage. has respawned.
It was really a nice way of shutting down Nemesis. They ended up banning 2 mid laners to get him off of some comfort. Give it
Ulti,
between 4
finding
people.
himself 1v1 with Relapse, flash away into the blast zone. At the very least, the rest of the team is clearing the wave in the meantime, but down he goes. Relapse now on a rampage.
And I kind of jinxed him, I guess, because I did say he goes for too much. And he goes 1 versus 4 and immediately ends up falling. 0-6 on Baus this game. None of the deaths were too good. Now Navi will continue to siege up top lane. They're going to look to end it with this Baron Nashor.
In such a fantastic position, an opportunity for one last desperate hold from the Rats, but Brownie still moves one, no flash. Tower disabled. Nemesis with a solid ulti to kick things off. He's not doing nearly enough damage. Major, though, eventually going to follow the route a little bit late. Rest of light coming in. Nemesis is trying to get the reset here.
That's a big shot.
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
once again.
It left the bot lane.
You used to be cool.
The heart is the strongest muscle. No sneaking up on throne this time.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. A summoner has reconnected. Minions have spawned.
I wonder what's around next corner. Not so fast!
First rule of being a sentinel?
If you have problems, you come to me first. Sometimes icy heart just needs warm smile. You are safe with my friend! Life is good, huh? You can always grab a rope. Let us go. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. No time for worrying. Back like move like they hurt.
First blood.
These shoes, they are too tight. Mother always said, don't lose. Even the biggest door can be opened. Time for a snack. My shield is here for you. I wonder what's around next corner. If you have
An
problems,
enemy
you
has
come
been
to
slain.
me first. Strike like breath. Sometimes icy heart just needs warm smile.
Has been slain.
Life is good, no? Not so bad.
An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
Ram is on the go. Let us go. The darker the night, brighter the stars. No time for worrying.
Slain. An enemy has been slain.
Pain doesn't
Move like they heard. Mother always said, don't lose.
Rampage.
Transformation can be even heavier storm.
Double kill. Shut down.
I wonder what's around next corner. If you have problem, you come to me first. Sometimes I just need to always
Double kill.
You are
An
safe.
ally has been slain.
In your death. Life is good, no? Rum is on the top.
Enemy has been slain.
You can all
An enemy has been slain.
tell me.
An enemy has been slain.
Sight is the key to victory. Also strong. us go. The darker the night, the brighter the stars. No time for worrying.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Move like they heard. Mother always said, don't lose. Fight, my friend! Very important to take time to rest. I wonder what's around next corner. If you have problems, you come to me first. Show me your best. Sometimes I see art just needs focus.
Shut down. Enemy killing spree.
You are safe with Braun.
Your turret
Not
has
so
been
fair.
destroyed.
Life is good, no? My shield is my sword.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
You can always trust Braun. darker the night, brighter the stars.
An ally has been slain.
Cannon engaged. No time for worrying. Move like they heard. Mother always said, don't let
Your turret has been
even
destroyed.
heaviest door can be opened.
An enemy has been slain.
I wonder what's around next corner. If you have trouble, you come to me. Sometimes I see hardly as one star. You are safe with Braum. Life is good. My shield is here for you. Braum is on the job.
Has destroyed the turret. Shut down. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Braum lives another day. Strike like crab. You can always trust Braum.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Let us go. always said, don't lose.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Even heaviest door can be opened. You hit like baby ram. No horns yet. Right, like ram.
Ally has been slain. Has been slain.
I wonder what's around next corner. My shield is here for you. If you have problems, you come to me first. Sometimes I see heart just needs more
Double kill.
Brown is on the job. You can always crash through. Let us go. The darker the night, lighter the stars.
You used to be cool.
No more cages. This place has potential. Let's tear it all down.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
Revolution now! Only sheep need a leader. The ground is alive! Tradition is a crutch for the mighty.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
Die with your lords! Let's blow this rat cage. I am no traitor. I am the true Demacia.
An ally has been slain. slain.
Sweet liberation! Blue and the blood. Question authority, then slit its throat.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
You picked the wrong side! From the rubble, true order will be born. A shepherd with no flock is just an idiot with a stick. Their shackles are now my weapons. How's that for irony? My street! Right up!
Your choreo just wasn't good enough.
An ally has been slain.
How I missed the freeze. They work their fingers to the bone, serving a king they'll never meet. I must show them there is more to life. The Messiah have suffered much. At last. No. Even death cannot chain me. It will be brother against brother, father against son. Time for the kings to bow. It took prison for me to find liberation.
Look what loyalty got you.
This is the truth! What's yours is mine. Noxian swine, Demacian swine. They'll all end up at the slaughter.
Enough for my axe.
I had worse beatings in prison. Time to crack the upper crust.
Enemy killing.
Catch me if you can! Heads will roll! I'm not going back to the dungeon!
An enemy is unstoppable.
What can they do to me if they...
I will tear the world apart.
As long as I draw breath,
Enemy
so does the
rampage.
revolution. The mage shall inherit the earth. Let's level the playing field.
Begun. Food for the wolves. Take me.
Not the first time I've had my neck in a noose. Conflict brings truth. Eventually. Just sowing the seeds of rebellion.
Has been destroyed. An enemy is unstoppable.
After 15 years in the dark, I was illuminated. Sometimes you gotta pardon yourself.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy is dominating.
No prison can hold me. We will rip the power from their own. I'll give it back, promise.
Every time you return,
Your turret has been destroyed.
No time to lick wounds. Always hit the ground running. Time to take what's ours!
A summoner has disconnected.
He sends Seren into the waiting arms. The flashless Oriana we saw for the solo kill first blood has been hit hard.
Heretics completely misplay on the fight. And Mkoi able to set that one up. Tracing, so going up against him on the top side, but yeah, so go into one pause. Yeah. This should have been Heretics' fight. Yes. And the reason I say that is the items weren't there for Jojo. Seren had already reset and finished off his lost chapter. Jojo's sitting on just the Doran. The mid lane discrepancy should have been enough to win out on the 3v3, and you even saw Seren going hyper aggressive on Jojo in the mid lane. But he, whenever was able to actually get into position with Sheo and also with his support to take that fight, and even in the middle of that fight, Seren walked back over to the wave to kill some creeps, to hit level 6, and then try and use that shockwave to turn around the entire fight, as we saw Super joining them. And then he whiffed on the ultimate. So maybe that's what the call is about. We'll have to see. But definitely that was an unfortunate series of events for Heretics, because that really should have been them punishing over aggression. And honestly, like, I'm quite underestimating the position that Heretics were in there.
We will find out if that bug is... Yeah.
I mean, we don't know if it's a bug, right?
No, we don't. But I'd love some kind of replay if we get enough time. But we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, you're sitting here wondering, when we're going to get back into game. We'll let you know. We'll give you updates.
So it was a potential bug.
It was, okay.
So I do wonder if it is Seren, just because he kind of... The ball was nowhere near Jojo when he tried to shockwave, which makes me think he tried to, like, self-cast the shield, so then he could try and make the play happen. and then just it didn't happen. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, we have the controls to see. You at home can just sit there and wonder. We can look ourselves.
Yeah, we have to wait to see. Actually, looking back at it there, was a little bit closer to JoJo, but
Yeah.
yeah, no clue. We'll just have to wait and see. But either way, like this now sets up MKOI to be in a much better spot because JoJo had already gone down. He's now able to get a good reset timer here. You got the Aphelios, who's the one who picked up the kill there. So now you're setting up your Aphelios for success. Especially because I was looking at the cold timers on both AD carries.
Yep.
A much earlier reset for Ice on his. So he's sitting about 70 stacks to the 86 stacks on Supa. So an opportunity to try and play off of that influx of gold, to hit an item spike, to then play through that bottom side of the map as Heretics. But now that timing window is going to have disappeared thanks to that extra resources that have just gone into Supa.
We are just figuring out what's going on for now. So it's still in review. No update as of yet. I smashed a box of popcorn with you, Dagda. We got a huge bucket of popcorn just before coming into our cast today, and we destroyed it. And it's now become like this weird tradition. It's just, I don't know what it is. You said something to me that resonated on the way here, or at least in the hallway. You said, what was it, 40% of the movie for you, going to the movies is the popcorn?
Yeah, it's the sitting down with your big popcorn and your drink and your snacks, and you're just like, I'm just having a great old time.
I had a local cinema near me that used to do Cheaper Tuesday, right?
Okay.
15 bucks Australian. For all the Europeans, it's about 8 euros. Okay, 8, 9 euros. Depends on how the Aussie dollar's going. You would go in on a Tuesday and see like a big hit movie in an old cinema. They only had one cinema. You'd get a ginormous popcorn. You'd get a ginormous drink. You'd get a choc top.
I cannot turn back.
Are they like the ice cream?
They're like the ice cream, the frozen, the frozen choc top.
Well, we have them in Ireland. They're called choc ice.
Okay, well, there you go. Choc ice. Yeah, same thing. And then you'd get like some kind of lollies as well with it.
I still find it bizarre that you call them lollies. They're just sweets.
They're lollies.
It's not a lollipop.
Sweets is more acceptable. They're not candy, that's for sure. Get that noise out of here.
Yeah,
candy.
I mean, that's a drink.
Yeah, that is. You can't stop that guy. He's got issues. So, I said he's not here.
He's just sitting at home, just shaking his head like, why are you calling me out, Jake?
I mean, I say things about all the other casters, and they can come and, join the cast.
I mean, we have the headset.
We have a headset, yeah. If we really want to come and have a fight, we can on air. Safety of others. Now, listen.
Okay.
That's cheap. That's mega cheap. No update yet, guys. Chill out. That's cheap. Like, I missed that. €8 for all that. And the movie, by the way. You see the movie. And by the way, that was for like when Lord of the Rings was out. That's how long ago. That was like the Return of the King.
But then it's like, it's not real to the right?
No, of course it's not. Like, it's like, how many years ago was that? That's crazy. Quick note, Team Heretics, they're the ones who paused reports while clearing Frug camp. The report that the passive on Q is not going off. The decision has been made to play through as we monitor for the bug. We'll be back into the game soon. Q for who? Is it Q for Sheo?
It must be Sheo.
Sheo's Q's not working on the Krug camp. Yeah, it's Sheo. And okay, so.
This is necessary.
But I'm going to assume that, we will find out any further details, but they are going to play on. We are still not back into game as of yet. Now, that's a deal. That was 2007. 8 bucks. Criminal. That's cheap. Seeing Return of the King, that's a 3.5 hour movie,
Yeah.
That's a that was. People don't understand. Maybe as we throw over to the analyst desk, they'll reflect on how good the Lord of the Rings trilogy was and how the current generation won't get anything or anywhere near that banger of a series.
Also, Swedish.
Oh.
We're gonna talk about this a bit later.
We're gonna ignore you completely.
You guys want to talk about the draft first, or like?
I want to get into the action. I want to go straight into the fight because Jojo is someone who I have been wanting to say all split long, best performing mid of the split, right? But I do feel like he's making some really silly mistakes, especially this weekend.
This week, yeah.
It just like getting solo killed by Seren. Like I am
Okay, don't
surprised.
say it like it's that bad. You know,
That's
because-
insulting for Seren.
No, but I
How
mean,
dare
but
you.
Jojo shouldn't
No,
be
but-
getting solo killed. Period.
Okay, that is true. When you are a player and you're, consistently winning lanes, consistently getting leads, and it feels like you can throw and impose your will on your enemy, overconfidence does seem to happen, at some point. So I don't blame him so much. This fight in the river was great. This, at the same time,
Hang on, you don't blame him so much? What do you mean? He
if you
won, died by himself.
It happens. Okay, you see Faker die 1v1, you see Chovy. It's not a big deal, but all of a sudden Jojo does it, and oh my god, he got solo killed. He's a criminal. Arrest him.
No, I'm not saying
Go take him off the stage, Vin. Come on.
We agree that Jojo has been one of the best performing mid laners in the LEC for the entirety of 2025. Laning specifically is one thing we say even beats Capcom. And if you speak to a bunch of the top mid laners in the league, they all agree that playing against Jojo in lane is a very difficult thing to do. So if we all unanimously agreed that during his mid lane performance, laning is his best facet, for him to die 1v1 is extremely unexpected and is below the quality that we expected.
Counter argument.
Okay.
The defense is ready. Jojo's defense is ready.
Jojo's defense? So, I'm just gonna debunk and call it on it's the way you present the facts is bad, and the way you gather evidence is strictly unadmissible to this point. So you're saying that because he is so good, the fact that he died is just bad, but my counter argument is, why does that not make Seren the GOAT?
I mean, it can make Seren the GOAT.
So it's just a matter of perspective over here.
Guys, I'm gonna stop you 1 second so you can reconvene and build on your arguments. We have an update actually to offer you on this situation. The pause, as you heard, Sheo reported while clearing the front camp, reported that the passive on Q was not going off. Decision has been made from the referees and it has been revised. A chrono break has been offered and accepted just before the crop camp was taken. So we're gonna proceed to a chrono break here. And
hopefully that fixes
the arguments can resume.
I mean, I'm just sad I can't see,
I
Zinzao
cannot turn
infinitely
back.
stack his Q. That would be
I mean, that's also hoping that the chrono break fixes it.
Oh, that is.
We've had situations before where we reverse them and the thing doesn't actually solve. So here's hoping that it does get fixed.
Bigger picture on MKOI and Jojo Pyun overall. It's been a week from them, I feel, because they go from being not undefeated, but best team in the league. Every team was talking about how impossible it is to face off against them in scrims and everything, and how unbeatable they're on stage. To this week,
I mean, one of the things I wanted to look into, but I haven't had a chance to look into yet, was the contrast between Alvaro playing range supports and melee supports. So last year, one of the things that I noticed this weekend is when they don't play engage, Koi just looks worse. Now, we did see some similarities to this last year, but they were mainly playing Braum, and they had these low engage comps where they had either something like a Poppy or a Braum in that support role, and they kind of relied on Elyoya to be the engage. Now, they actually played those comps very well. I think Braum is one of their best champions. Alvaro is one of his most played throughout his career. But when we see on range support, it does feel like the dynamic changes a little bit. And I've been seeing Karma from him, seeing Weewu from him, and I do feel like that how that impacts how they play the game really shifts. And I feel like that's something that Koi is still trying to figure out. Now again, maybe that's a bit of an overgeneralization. Initial thoughts I've got. When you do look at this draft, like things like Alistair, I'm very used to from Alvaro. Khan, I'm very used to. And again, when I think of Koi, the best version of Koi I've always seen is Elyoya plus Alvaro playing. Even when they originally had Britannia on the roster, that was the best version of them because Elyoya is an incredibly smart jungler. You pair him alongside any support that knows how to make plays, and they're going to get stuff done on the map. So that, for me, is why I'm looking very much at this like draft approach behind. Is there a big difference between range support versus melee? Right now, it's mainly just me speculating. I haven't looked into the data as whether or not it has any substance to it, but I do feel like, just kind of based on what I've seen, that when they play these engaged supports, that jungle support combo looks a lot more impactful.
Interesting.
Well, it's just, the game is easier when you have tools, right? It's just when you see a mistake, you can just press some buttons, you punish the mistake. But as Betty said, when they have the problem stuff, it changes a bit how you play. You want to, get more space, you want to be at the first, you want to fight back a little bit. And also to add to the range support points, I don't really know if that's so much their choice where they feel like, oh, maybe this game is the best, but we saw the Elise and, for example, what was it, like 2 days ago or yesterday, or even last week when they got punished by SK, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it was GX, wasn't it? GX bot lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was that one. And you might just be forced into necessity where you need to make this trade-off of, hey, we need to survive lane, we need to go for these, you know, and then the challenge for MKOI, which is, you know, stylistically they had the same type of play, is that now they need to adapt and find new ways to gather wins.
I mean, they have been saying that they're also using this split and overall making to trade for internationals and getting opportunities.
Yeah, the only
I know it's cap. I know it's cap when you say
I
this,
hate that
but
logic as well, because I think it just devalues the league too much, and it kind of makes you. I think it can make you not really recognize some of the problems that you're running into, especially just on the domestic level. Because the biggest thing for me that I've been wanting to see from LEC teams for a while now is consistency. Like, and even in a best of one format, I know the argument is best of ones are often happen, and mainly that's driven by brands. And I know good fans are like, if you just have a bad brand going in, you make the wrong choices, your game can be over before it even starts. And I think we've seen that this split a couple of times before. So I don't want to put too much weight onto this consistency argument, but I can shut up because we're back in the game.
there you go. Guess
Thank you very much. Okay, so the kill still happened. Saren's still dead. Jojo obviously died earlier in the game. The chrono break happened, but we are at where we were at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so watch it. It worked. Okay, okay. Yeah. Q works. We're okay. Shahu just went to Crux purposely to test it. And we're back on board. Game is even. If you kind of missed out, it was Seren getting caught out by a good Jojo ult on low HP. And we are fighting again. I guess the players got a little bit antsy, engages in. Shahu decides to keep on going. Knock up onto Elyoya, but Elyoya stood there with his shield up. Now gets flashed on. Ice gets the kill. Next is Alvaro up. And in the pause, I guess Heretics got to bring in some composure.
This time Heretics are able to use the level 6 advantage. Ice having access to the ultimate, whereas Super is still level 5, has to burn the coast to try and escape, but then they just don't play bouncer here. Deny the Aphelios to top for a while, getting back towards that Terra to pick up the CS. But Sheo will get the level 6 off of this Scuttle Crab. Maybe just be able to go over for the Dragon as well. I think has to go towards his top side, so it might be an angle, but looks like the reset is instead.
Okay. Confident running into Mysin, but that's just simply a trade. As we look back towards bot, Team Heretics sent it with Shale.
Yeah, I don't think they realized that there's going to be, well, more people. Like, well, it was Shale, so yeah, because level 6 is there for Ice. You don't have her for Super. Like, sure, you've got the red and white guns, but still, just that ultimate advantage is so good. Heretics picking up a nice kill for himself on the bottom side.
Oh, he's flashed. This is fine. Alvaro in trouble. He doesn't have ulti, so he's cut him low. He's kept in place, and he's kept for a kill. Ice with number 2, and it's the thing about a pause. It's like it feels like, you know, sometimes you can really lose momentum. MKOI just been caught out twice now near this bot lane.
Yeah, this bottom side is starting to fall apart a little bit. 2 kills for Ice, and I'm going to be honest, any member of Heretics, it's Ice that I don't want to get kills to.
No way.
Double pentakills. Man's been looking pretty alright on Heretics.
They would not listen.
This is, yeah, MKOI just struggling a little bit here.
Just a little bit. Ice is almost towards first item already. Grubs are now up, by the way. 1k gold lead for Heretics, and Sheo is leading that a little bit.
Potential can't commit though. Jojo in trouble.
On a ward, 3 members collapse. It's a triangle pincer, but an easy off from Jojo. Still has the flash though. Share has 3 talent strikers. Eyes. What an angle! Alvaro is set up for his jungler to fly in and give a shutdown to Super. MKOI back on the board.
So MKOI able to get the kill on the bottom side with a nice flank from Alvaro, but I think Sheo is played on the wave on mid. Could have actually used that ultimate to knock Jojo back further in towards Seren. Maybe afraid that he'd be able to get a kill onto Seren or something, but ends up meaning that Jojo can escape.
Fighting again. I mean, Bronx so strong in the skirmish, but now lobbed away, extended, separated, re-engaged, beautiful Heretic. Fly back in, but it's Jojo who spears back in instead. Shale looking for the kill on Elyoya, but he went too far. Heretics losing their minds now a bit, as MKOI there to pick up the pieces.
It's a 3v4. Well, I don't understand why Heretics are trying to take that fight. You just could have backed away. Yeah, this game has got a little wonky.
I think the players were sick of sitting there for so long that now they're just like, you know what, no matter what we see enemy, we fight. And while I love the strategy, while I love the game, sometimes you got to wonder why. This was a beautiful angle from Alvaro.
Yeah, no flash on the Yunara, so Alvaro just put a good hex flash into position. And then here, Stend, like, you should never try and clear this ward. You know that MKOI are going to start to move up. And Heretics even trying to take the fight as well. Like, there's going to be more members of MKOI. Your AD carry just died.
Yeah.
Like, I don't,
easy point.
Yeah.
And even though Shao thinks, oh yeah, I can trade one, Elyoya survives, so it's an even bigger disaster. Equalizes down as we come back to top. Mirwin's just chilling here in the matchup, still with a gold lead.
Embrace.
And you look at the gold on the bottom of your screen, like the two lanes that actually started off the Heretics were Saren with the solo kill.
Yep.
That basically gold has disappeared now. And you had 2 kills on the Yunara. Massive mistakes from Super and Alvaro. And now Super gets 2 kills off the back of that last play. So all of that hard work, well, maybe not completely gone.
Not completely gone. In fact, Ice is going to find his third here, surely. He's got his movement speed and an Arclight of Ruin waiting for Super and for Alvaro. One's out of range, but Super is not third kill for Ice. And yeah, we have completely lost it, haven't we? We just give it like
I mean, Ice to get himself a kill on that bottom side. Alvaro trying to use that phase rush as the Alistair to escape, but it was actually Super then who ends up falling off the back of it. Yeah, the MKOI bot lane, not on the best of times.
Not really. Zen now has Bandle pipes by the way as he heads towards mid, right towards Jojo. He does hit with the Winter's Bite, but he's sent back into the turret range. Ulti's in return, but Stend is dead here? No, not yet. Elyoya flies in though to make it so. Spears through Saren, and he won't find one, he will find a second. Still slowed down, but Alvaro, thank you very much, calls Elyoya for the double in the pocket.
So much of these plays is just not respecting the opportunities from the enemy team. So you have that over, well, Saren and Stan make that play happen mid. You don't expect Alvaro to be there, and also just not expecting Elyoya to have that ultimate available. But it's a Pantheon, and you're making a play on mid wave. He's always going to show up there. So there's been 2 kills going across to him.
Well, Cameron goes off with some normality. Like, this is nice up here. This is where we flourish.
The Zen.
The Zen, yeah. This calms everything down. Two top lane is doing absolutely nothing while everyone keeps their minds the rest of the map.
It's you know, the motion. He's like hitting that clock.
Oh,
you know, the sound effects.
Yeah. Oh, they are nice. Shao is just going to walk in. Now we've got a smite steal potential. It does go to Elyoya. MKOI, once again, his numbers, but a great engage from Shao. Maybe makes it okay. Saren's coming in for a flanker. Super, he's just meleeing it though. He's about to die to an Orianna. He flashes away, but not to his life. And eventually, Team Heretics take control of the fight. It's interesting because I just feel like both teams are on a holiday.
No false light.
These fights are weird, man, because I'm like, oh, again, Heretics are taking a 3v4 because you've got your Orianna in the mid lane, but Ice is just untouched. He's getting so much AoE off. The knockup and that W as well from Ice, doing a ton of work, and Ice is just shredding people. He's playing so well. Even the flash to reposition with Saren was so well played. And we said it like, the one member you don't want to give gold to is Ice, and he's shown why.
5-1 and 2, and we're just back in the Ice seed, aren't we? It's 2k gold lead, and Super in that fight, while having numbers advantage for the rest of MKOI, his ult hits backline and doesn't really give him much access. He has to go into melee range, he has to go into the range of Shao. And I can see it too, Chatter. I can see it.
Yeah, Torment, I think you're onto something.
We are doing it again, aren't we? Ice Penta, Part 3, Electric Boogaloo. This is Ice's moment, and he's about to get his second item shortly. He holds the wave, like, up there. That's a bit of a split. I think Heretics are a losing team, a bottom 3 team right now. They believe and rely on, again, for such an important.
And I mean, even last year on ADS, he was an important part of what you look for. Is that at the start of this thing, kind of question marks were like, hey, we haven't seen that same level of consistency. We haven't seen the able to use advantages. And we're looking a little bit backwards for the Heretics AD carry putting on a show these last couple of weeks, or at least the last 2 games. even if they can't finish the wins. And that'll be nice to see if he can convert one against Mkoi.
An ally has been slain.
Luring Jojo in, really slow pusher this way. Doesn't want to overextend, especially with the Pantheon. We are looking top again. Mysin, all-out potential, and there it is. Now we wait for the true damage. It does connect Mysin. I believe flashed away a little bit too late, but let's find. Oh, Trayson! The Natopo flash didn't work out. Now on top of an equalizer. He's being run around, but Natopo's work out. Trayson gets the shield and runs out for the solo.
It was very close to being the turnaround play for Mysin. But Trayson manages to make it work. Multiple members on this bottom side, though.
Oh, what an angle. Ice about to face check. Which way can he go? Stunned up. You go that way, son. But as he spaces out, Ice still not dead. Still not dead. Ice is still not dead. He's just going to take the minions. The holiday will continue while Yoya will get nowhere near the superstar Ice Cold Killer. Team Heretic again keep climbing up with their goal.
Just like me in this burning weather, Mkoi keeps slipping on ice here. They cannot manage to keep himself in check. 6-1-3 for this Yunara. And you can see that the beam bolt's already completed. He's a full item ahead of Super right now.
Oh, damn. Well, third's on the way already. Strange game, but Heretics are and different.
I mean, at this stage, it's just play for the AD carry. As long as his Yunara is good, you're good. So, the team fights are going to become incredibly difficult for Mkoi now, as long as Heretics are able to keep themselves sane and keep these fights simple and easy.
Easy is the name of the game. Herald goes down, makes things easier, and to break open mid, you'd think that would be used. Give the chance for easier dragon setups as well, because first dragon went to Mkoi, next one's coming up in about a minute. It's going to be a late soul this game. And for Team Heretics,
I think it's like you can still play for Soul. I think the one thing I'm trying to do is play for the Laker. Only 2 play webs on it, so if Rift Herald play should be able to take it. And if you're then able to control mid wave, you can start to shift ice into the bottom of the path or top. Like you start to get this pressure as you're AD carries with trade. That's why we're seeing a lot of Mkoi sitting around this mid wave, trying to contest any play that Heretics make. I think on this next wave, you have Orianna catch the front side, push that out, then you can actually look for a play towards this mid lane in a second.
Getting top push in the meantime. As you said, that bot push will come from Seren. Probably enable him to get that Shadow Flame as well, and right before Dragon, if since they teleport back to him, but he doesn't actually have teleport currently, so call that irrelevant for now. With that bot push, it's no Dragon start. That'll be delayed again. Both teams kind of hovering on the outside. And also notice that Super was looking about what he could do top.
So Heretics were waiting for Shadow to complete the flag cleave, just finish it off, which is why he's gone back to base. So I think this is where we'll see the Herald drop, and then immediate turnover towards that Dragon. As Mkoi, you can see him sitting there, trying to hold this position as he uses the ult to bot lane, but doesn't actually get the play onto Seren. He was trying to make that pick on Orianna, but didn't even look like he was close. Seren had the first flash.
Rune Super tagged out a little bit. Seren's been pretty good on the trigger this game, I think. Respect, you know, outside of having the gusto. Okay, Ice turn. Who knew? I think we could all see that one coming. 6-180 carries. Mid is now broken wide open. Another charge comes through. Shea might find a knock-up onto Super. It's knock-up galore, but in return, pops back his stand. Outbreak gets an angle again, but with the Unbreakable Will, is he alive? No, you have your answer again. Ice gonna be ulted as he runs out with yet another kill. Blood on his hands, but the stains don't need to be removed, because I'm sure there's a lot more coming.
He can watch them in the Ocean Dragon. Make sure that he's able to pick that one up with the rest of his team. And at this stage, Heretics, they are looking clean. Ice is terrified. Seren is putting in work on these side lanes. And Mkoi, like it was off screen. Mkoi are trying to make plays, but they're just not finding that success.
Consistently, right? And that's why this league is so much fun, so confusing, but so much fun. Because as a viewer at home, if you're investing in watching the LEC right now, you can't come to me and say, I know who's going to win this. That's absolute rubbish. If
And I don't
anyone
even know who's
says,
going to win today.
if anyone says they know who's going to win LEC this split, you're full of it. You have no idea. And you can look at this game and I'm like, wow, Heretics are better than MCOY. And then they lost the code. And then I go through the rest of their season. Na'Vi, Shifters beat them, but they beat GX. And in Heretics they beat Vitality. Hang on. But G2 beat them, so Team Heretics is not. Well, games like this, I can tell you, this is their potential, and they look clean.
Yeah, but I think Casey and Navi are hoping that MCOY would be a slightly better team today.
Yeah.
Their hopes to block it are on this stage.
They saw that Casey relied on them for a win to lock into playoffs, and MCOY were like, maybe not today, you know. Of course, that's not true. But look, MCOY, they're an interesting team in their own right. Alvaro has been playing out of his mind, like a lot of All-Stars in our league, but Alvaro has been playing some really sick counter engages. Unfortunately, as you said, MCOY just don't put the pieces together.
But the biggest problem now is just the Braum value is sky high for Heretics. It was already kind of difficult enough if you're on an even footing for Super to really get damage onto the main carries as fast. But at this stage, Stend is incredibly tanky. He just sits in front of this Gunara, and MCOY keep trying to make plays like this. Like, this is the second one we've gotten as immediately Elyoya's ultimate has come back up. And it's an Orianna that should be very easy to kill in the side lane, but she hasn't even had to use her flash on either of those occasions.
Terran is just waiting for next game to use it, I guess.
I mean, he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to, yeah. Now has himself the Shadow Flame. Lighting Jewel picked up, so third we're going to get a lot of Magic Pen. This back, cheeky, Sten. Close to maybe inting it a little bit and having to burn the flash. Oh, he's going to clear the vision that he placed down as he was returning phase. Baron's obviously sitting there. You don't need me to tell you that that's the next port of call.
Embrace the night. An ally has been slain. I speak only truth. I cannot turn back. This is necessary. They would not listen. Chosen of the moon.
These penguins are all heading to the open water to the right. But one of them caught our eye, the one in the center.
They fear me. Rock solid. Fast as I can.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Going.
Minions have spawned.
Okay. Got it.
Enemy double kill.
Yes.
Hello!
Going. Okay.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Yes. Uh-huh. as fast as I can. Sure. Yes.
Check this out.
Yes.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. has been slain.
Got it. Moving as fast as I can.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Okay.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Die. as I can.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy is gone.
Okay.
I was hiding! Your turret has been destroyed.
Got it. I'm moving as fast as I can.